Everyone, welcome back to Amanda T and me, and welcome back to ARK Gotta Tame 'em All. Okay, so it's been almost 2 weeks since I actually recorded an episode, just because of how my recording schedule works. Excuse me. But I also have had a little bit of extra downtime. So there have been some changes. I think I mentioned in the last episode that we really needed to get established at a new base, propel ourselves forward, to really start taking on some of the bigger tames on our list. And as you see, we still have a lot of unfilled in signs on this wall. So grab yourself something cozy and let me show you what I've done. All right. So as you can see, it's pretty empty in here. We have our two bums over here just hanging out. They have no idea what I've been up to. For all the resource gathering and assistance that they've given me early on, these two have no idea. And I'm not really sure what kind of exorcism nonsense this is about, or why Mr. B is planking. You know, his beard does kind of rustle like that in the wind in real life too. Anyway, so you'll also see that we have PT the second, and we'll talk about that more in a little bit. But anyway, this is it. Farm is pretty much done. We do have some basic resources, which I will leave here just in case we need to do something with that later. But yeah, we are cleaned out. So let me take you on a little adventure. And, oh, someone has a level up, which is good because his weight kind of stinks, but we'll get there. So let me show you. We are going up to the Oasis. It is on my map, along with more things than there should be. Let me go ahead and fix our gamma here, so you guys can see. And I believe this is where I need to cue a long travel montage. So as you can see, the RG pen is now the taming pen is spaced out properly. I came back and I fixed it after correcting my INA file, so we can actually pick up structures for more than 10 seconds after we put them down. So, yay! So it is it is fully functional now. Gosh, even though ARK is definitely not a new game, it is beautiful. It really, really is. I have such high expectations for ARK 2, even though there's not like, I'm a little disappointed there isn't like a first person perspective. I'm not a huge fan of third person. Just in general. I don't. There is a trike in the water also. It's getting dark. There we go. Daylight at the nighttime. Oh my goodness. I'm a little rough today. I actually have coffee instead of tea today. It's pretty early in the day, and at least for me, and I thought today, because it's not a trillion degrees outside, that I would go for a walk to my local coffee shop and grab a cup of coffee, and that's what I did. Actually, I have a bunch of local coffee shops that I always mean to go to, and its choices are hard sometimes. Oh, I had to stop for a moment there. I'm trying to, somebody had put out a request for some supplies for a women's shelter in my area, and I have quite a few really, really good condition copies of Nat Geo, and yeah, so I'm hoping they work out. Okay. Anyway, so originally my mom and I on her island map have a base right here. We call it Frosty Base, and because I, ported in the same character, it shows that there was something here. So originally when everybody was talking about the Oasis and what a great location it is, I thought they meant this. And honestly, it would not be the worst location for a base. You'd have to clear out the Sarcos. So this was my original plan for this map, was to build here. I was going to push back the trees, maybe a quarter of a mile, quarter of a, you know what I mean, quarter of a kilometer, whatever you want. And I was going to fence around and have a base that kind of encompassed this, because I thought it would be really pretty. And then I found out I was wrong. This is not the Oasis. This is just a pretty body of water. So actually, what we're looking for is back. I just gestured my head like it matters. Oh my god, why? So what we're actually looking for is on this pin back here. And yeah, I just didn't realize how wrong I was, but how close I was at the same time. So yeah, so this point is where three canyons collide, and this is I blocked it off. And here we are. I have been the busiest Manda you have ever met. I've dropped some friends in here in the meantime, but I have spent 15 hours clearing out a beautiful space for us, but without, of course, compromising the life that already exists in here. The turtles, the piranhas, the ducks. I think there's still one lone beaver. Yeah, there he is, running around in here. And the stegos, they're all indigenous. These are all native animals. And yeah, so it started off with a little shack, and I will cut in throughout this episode little snippets of everything that I've done. But guys, we are a fully functioning space station now. I'm so excited. I know this tree looks really weird here, or at least most people would cut that down, but I think it's so beautiful. I think it leans perfectly in that corner. So yeah, I haven't touched any of the beaver dams because I'm afraid that, you know, the beaver would despawn. I have tried artificially adding more beavers, but they don't take. So I think they just know where they're supposed to be. Those reeds give us a rare flower, and if you look at the map, the mountain I have listed as Metal Mountain with the black pin. It's the very top is all crystal. There's metal nodes, rich metal nodes, and a little bit of obsidian. So that was very fortunate for us. And then I do have some bad news. So in my quest for bigger and better and more efficient, you will see our new friend here, PT the Second. Because we had to say farewell to our friend and dove. And I did remember to place a headstone for unnamed parasaur. So this is what happened. I went to the north where like the glacial flows are to get organic polymer to make this beast over here, our industrial forge, which took me way longer to make than it should have. But nevertheless, I went in search and I found a spot. I plunked down with Dove, pulled out my Maj chops, and started, you know, harvesting organic polymer in the horrible way that everyone harvests organic polymer in the north. And I had scouted the area. I had absolutely scouted the area, and I was like, well, it's a good distance between us and that Tyrannus. We should be able to get in and out pretty quickly. And then there was a deer that ran off the side, and I knew I was in deep shit. And it just all happened so quickly. I couldn't move fast enough. I couldn't call her over fast enough. And so a Tyrannus and her gang of rowdy Carnos killed Dove. It was so sad. And all I had at that point, I was on our Mosh Chops over here. Right here. This, actually no, I think it's actually the one in my inventory. We have some new duplicates here. Cole. So here's Cole, who, I mean, Cole's not speedy on land. And he is about as speedy in the water. And, oh my god. So anyway, we dove into the water and wove our way through the little, like, glaciers and icebergs, and we found a little nook where I guess there was also like an explorer note, and we kind of wedged ourselves in there so the Carnos couldn't follow us, and I was able to pull out my pterodon, which, as you see, is not the same pterodon, and using the transfer tool I was able to grab our organic polymer, reclaim the Argentavis saddle, and limp our way home, encumbered and sad. So I went out and was like, okay, so I put away the organic polymer, packed up some narcotics, and was like, we're going back out. And so I found Falcon. Isn't he a handsome boy? Well, I got Falcon into the trap. Everything was working really good. And then I realized the door hadn't closed properly, and in the process of me trying to tame Falcon, he killed PT. Thankfully, replacing PT with a new PT wasn't the worst, but unfortunately, Falcon doesn't lay eggs because he is a he. So we will have to go out for a female Argentavus at some point. But let me take you on the grand tour. I know the lighting is not amazing. So this started off as a 2x2 shack, and I just slowly added to it. Yeah. So we have a beautiful sitting area. It needs to be decorated. It's still pretty bare bones, but we do have a gorgeous view. I did share on Instagram a beautiful picture of the view. We do have an industrial grill and some preserving bins. I'm trying to save a space back here to put an industrial cooker, and then once that's down, I'll put some more decorative things. We have our little bookcase, and very super secret next to our grill, we have, oh, I shouldn't have turned off that light. Well, it's dark. Anyway, so I do have a little loft, and I'll put a few more decorative things in here, like a mirror and stuff, and when we get an industrial grinder, I hope to make like a little rug and stuff to go up there. But like, really, you're not sleeping in ARK. Here, let's turn this back on for the light. So if we come through here, there's the inside crafting area, and this is Kyle. He's a little poopster. And I will have you know, I have replaced every single sign, repainted them for your viewing pleasure. So here is our in-game spreadsheet, if you would. We have our chemistry bench, we have a blueprint maker, and then I have reserved some space here. I don't know if I'm going to put the grinder over here or here. Whichever I decide, then the storage will go obviously in the opposite place. I did put in a dino gate so we can bring dinos directly in here if need be. And then of course the blacksmith area with our fabricator. I love, I saw Aaron Longstaff do this where he incorporated tables to go with the smithy to make it look like a blacksmith shop, and I thought it was just like the most clever idea. It looks so nice and clean. Yeah, so we have some regular forges going for now. This is kind of where I left it. Once I put in the industrial forge, I was kind of done. Oh my god, Kyle! So, you know, here's our rowdy rough boy crew, although it's not all boys. They're just, you know, our lovely harvesting dinos. We do have some dino storage finally. We have a soul terminal. And then let's take you into what I am extremely proud of is my garden. It's got a little of everything. Everything needs fertilizer and such, but here's where we're at. We got a little cook pot. I think that's a parasaur. I can hear things. And then of course the forge. Now, let's talk about new friends. So I did tame a few things in the process, mostly because they were a necessity. So I'd like to introduce you to Bucky. Bucky is our purring beaver here. He's been the goodest boy. So yeah, so here's Bucky and this cute little saddle. I think the beaver saddles are really cute because it looks like they're wearing a little bomber helmets. So that's Bucky. And then we have an unknown lady Maj Chops. And yeah, I'll have to give her a name. You know what? I already have one. Here we go. We're gonna name her Marion, like the berry. And of course, you know Bubble Butt Baby from last time, and then of course Iggy and Georgia. So who else do we have? Well, let's go to our dino storage and let me show you. So for the moment, we'll pull out all of our friends and yeah, just kind of go as we go. So we have our new raptor friend. And this is Logan. Logan kind of got us back from the taming pen after PT died. Big helpful hand there. So we're going to make Logan super fast. His name is Logan because he's green. There was no other thought put into that. Next up, we have... so I was out and I was harvesting and I got attacked by a dillo. Very, very rude. And I realized that I had pulled out my rifle and not my bow. What's to name a dillo? Well, so the male's name is Tangerine. She's not a very fun color, is she? We'll come back to that. I'll have to think about it. And then Lumpy, Bumpy, you know all of them. That's Tangerine. Turk the turtle. Big Mama the Bronto. You guys know these guys. Oh, that's right. Ember. Alright. And kind of a fun little find. Not very high level, but she's cute as the dickens. We have an Oviraptor finally. So our Oviraptor is going to stay out. And in true form, like every map, her name is going to be that's a cap. Ophelia, because it makes me think of the Lumineer song, so it's Ophelia. Every time. Yes, every time. And then one last friend, we're going to have to give him a little bit of space, and this was kind of out of necessity. Bam Bam. So we get to take Diplodocus and cross him off our list. Bam Bam had fallen down while I was still making the fence, and he was stuck in the house. So I really didn't have a way of getting rid of Bam Bam appropriately without him breaking the house. So, Diplodocus, folks. Diplodocus. But he eats a lot, so we're going to put him back in his bubble. I don't know if I've actually crossed Diplodocus off our list, but we will take care of that momentarily. So, Ophelia, Logan, and then we're just going to go ahead and name you Dottie. Maybe Dottie. Alright. So the crew is ever growing. Yeah, and it's now unfortunately raining. I can't remember if I remembered to put Dillo, Dimorphodon. We're gonna have to get some scaffolding. Dire Bear, Diplodocus. Come down here. I don't know if you guys know this. I only say it like every episode. But I have some favorite animals on this map, on any map, that may not be the most practical friends. But I think, oh, did I just do that? But they are my favorite friends. Oh good, it's just about daylight now anyway. We've got 39 tranks. And let's grab some narcotics, and we're gonna need some vegetables. Everyone's favorite vegetable. Let's see if Logan can handle this. Barely. We're gonna make him fast. Oh, also we need to make sure he is set to passive. Alrighty. Because we're gonna go make friends today. Oh, do I have bolas? Yes, I remember when bolas were a struggle to make because, like, we're so squishy. But I've got a couple friends that I dropped in our oasis. Now, it should be pretty safe in here because I've put these in, but that's not always a guarantee. We know that. Things spawn wherever they want. Oh, I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head now. Oh, oh, yeah, don't you want okay. Wrong game. Hi, buddy. There we go. There she is. Split this in half. It shouldn't take too much. So Packies are my favorite dinosaur. They've been my favorite dinosaur since I was a little girl. I love Packies. There's something about just like solving your problems by headbutting everything around you that I have a deep respect for. So how long will that take us? Oh yeah. Okay. So there's one other friend that I put in here. I don't know if they're still in here. I thought I just saw them the other, like, yesterday. Yeah, see, there she is. And if not. Besides, it gives Logan a chance to get out, stretch his raptor legs, and have a good time. Oh, I'm not seeing our friend. I'll pull out my... Oh yeah, she's almost there. No, she's not a high-level Packy, but... Oh my gosh, they're just so stinking cute. I did notice the other day that, oh! Okay. You notice I've also upgraded to some, don't punch the stego. Oops. Oh, I just got knocked out by a horse. I just don't know how to deal with the fact that he is stuck in this tree. Okay. Oh, she's running now. Oh no, Kyle. Okay, we'll have to give her a chance to calm down a little bit. We have upset her. We didn't feed her carrots fast enough. So let's come over here. And, yeah. Hi, new friend. I'm gonna name you Rosemary, because that's what color you are. So yes, there is a horse in the enclosure. I actually grabbed the horse because I thought it was a unicorn, because from a distance it was white and there were a lot of bad things around, and I felt like I needed to make a very executive decision, and then went and grabbed it and dumped it in the pen and realized that it's a necklace and not a unicorn, but I can't really be mad about it because, you know, cute. Yeah, Rosemary. I know I could put her in a Pokeball, but you know. Get ourselves all closed up. There are sometimes unfriendly things. The worst I've seen in here have been, let's see, some dillos, and I did get my butt handed to me by a Trudon the other day. Oh yeah, we have a wind turbine, but the wind here kind of stinks, so I also have a backup generator. Since we don't have refrigerators, I'm not terrifically worried about it right now. That might be something we need to invest in a little bit later. There she goes. And this is our little Rosemary. So cute. So it is it's a female Equus. Okay. Alright. I'll leave Logan here. We can take a look with our scope and see if she's still aggroed. Or eat a carrot, because I forgot that I put those in my slot there. Well, she seems okay. Let's put that away. Let's sneak. I wish there was a way to break this tree without, like, cheesing off both of them. Oh my god, why is everyone and their brother here today? What is this? I can't. There we go. Okay, I'm having a hard time seeing her, like, kick. There we go. I think we'll be okay now. I got thrown. It's okay. Oh, there we go. This is what we need. I think she broke the tree behind her. There we go. Taming effectiveness. Okay, 50%, but we did have some early problems, so I understand. Oh my god. What are we doing? Yes! We're gonna name you Willow. For a really convoluted reason. So, yeah. And I feel like... Oh, look at that weight stat. That's pretty good. Let's just pump it all into speed. Oh, look at our happy girl. Yes. Okay. So, Equus and Packy crossed off the list on this very strange episode. But yeah, we are all caught up. I know I could set those to manual, but sometimes the harvesting animals get really caught up when you do that. So yeah. Look at our crew. It's ever expanding. I love it. Little Rosemary. Yeah, so let's cross those off the list and call that an episode. I love it. Alrighty guys, well, this has been a really interesting episode. Kyle and I are signing off for today. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the series. If you have any name suggestions or recommendations for what animals you'd like to see tamed next, or just any hints you might have for making the process a little smoother, please let me know down below. Otherwise, take care and happy sipping.